Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. This first kitty we're going to show you today is a very special cat to me. Well, they're all special. But Lexi has actually been in my house for the last probably 2 months. She was a foster cat that I took home. She was originally surrendered by her owners on September 29th. Because they didn't have the time to adequately care for her and were in the process of moving. She came to us in pretty bad shape. She was extremely matted, and she's a short-haired cat. Usually your short-haired cats don't get as matted as much as the long-haired cats, but Lexi had really not been taken care of very well. And I really don't understand because she just absolutely loves the brushing. She loves to be pet. She's just a very quiet cat. She's one that would do best in a home with no young children. Probably a senior home would absolutely be the best situation for her. She's a very kind of shy cat. Loud noises scare her. She'll hide a lot. The reason that I took her into foster care was because here at the shelter, she stopped eating, which of course could be extremely dangerous for the cats and cause severe medical problems. And to save her, I took her home and tried to get her to, get to know her a little bit better, kind of find out more about her. It's been really hard to bring her back, but I really would like to find a home for Lexi where she's going to thrive, where she's going to be feel comfortable. She's just such a very sweet, gentle cat. She could sit here all day and just love the petting and would love to sit and watch TV with you. Again, so we're kind of looking for a senior home with her. She is front declawed. Came to us that way. And she is spayed. We're estimating that the owner said she's about 7 years old, so we believe that's probably an accurate age for her. But she does need constant brushing. She is a little bit on the larger side, so she does need some help grooming. She can't necessarily get back and groom herself the way that most cats need to. So if you're interested in Lexi, come on down to the shelter. I'd love to tell you all about her. I think if you meet her, you'll see she's just a sweet, gentle cat. Again, I think a quiet home would be her best home. A home with probably no other cats or dogs, maybe, unless they're really good with other animals. She didn't seem to mind my dog or my other cats. She was just really shy and kind of afraid of everything. So I think a quiet home would be the best for Lexi. So if you're interested in Lexi, come on down to the shelter. I'd love to introduce you to this beautiful tortoiseshell cat. And our next cat here today is another very special cat. I know you hear me say that with all of them. Another very special little kitten here. Baxter is about 5 months old. He came into us kind of a special situation. He had some pretty significant medical issues. He has an ulcer on his eye that's being treated every day, several times a day. He also has a polyp in his ear. These are all things that can be fixed with proper care and medical attention. So we're making sure that Baxter gets that before he gets adopted, but we are accepting applications. He is a very, very lovable kitten, very playful. I'm going to let you hear his motor running here for a second. Say hi. He's really purrs very loud, but just a typical kitten that just loves to play, wants to go down and sees all the things going on here and wants to go be part of it and wants to play with everything. But Baxter came into us about a week and a half ago, has been on treatment, has already been to our partners at Somerset Vet, who of course taken very good care of him, and needs to have that surgery to have the polyp removed in his ear before he gets adopted. So we're going to make sure all of that's taken care of. He came into us, he wasn't neutered, so we've already got him neutered. And of course, as a kitten, he has all of his claws, and we want to make sure that he stays that way. But Baxter will be all better, hopefully very soon. So we are accepting applications on Baxter. If you wanted to come down and meet him, you're welcome to take him inside one of our playrooms to meet with him. And we are accepting applications for Baxter now. As soon as he recovers from his surgery and is completely recovered from everything, he will be going home with hopefully a new family very soon. So, and of course for Baxter and all of our cats, we want to make sure that they go to indoor-only homes. It's something that's very important to us and part of everything that we do here every day. So we want to make sure that they go to indoor loving homes where they're going to have a quality of life that they deserve. So if you're interested in meeting Baxter, come on down to the Ames Animal Shelter. And our final guest today is Dorado. Dorado came to us as a stray, did not have any identification, no microchip. We're estimating that he's about 2 years old. He was not neutered when he came into us. So we got him neutered and he is ready to be adopted. So again, he didn't have any identification. We could not return him back to his people. A beautiful cat. He's kind of this buff coloring. If you look really closely, you can kind of see some stripes in there. But beautiful color eyes, and just I think would do really well in a home, probably with kids, even with adults. Seems to be, and maybe even some other animals. Doesn't seem to care too much about other cats. I believe we've had him around other dogs, and he didn't seem to mind too much. So definitely a dog that has been around cats that's gentle and might be a good option here for Dorado. So we don't know a whole lot about him. He just became available, but we're getting to know him a little bit better. But he sure is a beautiful cat. Again, he's been neutered. His name is Dorado. We're estimating he's probably about 2 years old. But if you are interested in meeting him, come on down to the shelter. We'd love to introduce you to him. He is definitely a sweet cat and beautiful cat. Thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of Animals and Ames. I'd like to dedicate this show to my Australian Shepherd, Sydney, who just passed away last night. As I adopted him from a shelter about 10 years ago, and he was absolutely the best dog I ever had. And I know if you're watching this show, animals are a great part of your life as well. So in memory of Sydney, I want to dedicate this show, and please just remind people that talk to your friends, your neighbors, your family, how important it is to adopt from an animal shelter. If you can't find what you're looking for at the Ames Animal Shelter, the Boone Area Humane Society, the Story County Animal Shelter, the Animal Rescue League, these are all agencies that do amazing work, that help homeless animals and have just amazing animals for adoption at their shelter. So in memory of Sydney, why don't you go down to the shelter and consider adopting a pet, and make sure you share that with your family and friends. Thank you for watching.